You know what? Fuck it. No one's watching. I'm just gonna talk about my own super world. Actually, I want to talk about... Can we talk about my upload courses? So, most of the courses I've uploaded are the super world ones. However, there are about, I want to say 5 or 6 levels that I uploaded outside of that. Yes. So we've got the first level I've ever uploaded, like shortly after the game came out, a few new features, a couple challenge room setups, this, yeah. I just want to talk about some of these because few new features. First level I ever made, 23% clear rate. Only a quarter of tries on this. Like, okay. Just to show you, this isn't like some Nintendo hard, like, Kaizo trick. It's just... Yeah. Like, maybe that's where people get messed up. Like, you have to hit the on-off block, or else you won't be able to progress, which, I don't know, I would figure it would be obvious, but even if it wasn't, it would still only be like 50%. And you can see the flag right over there. How do you get to it? Well, you ride this. And this key I got from beating Boom, you don't have to beat Boom. You can just let him run off a cliff. And that's how you get to the top of the flagpole. Like,
You made it!
only a quarter of attempts? Really? Like, it's just... And the next one up. Invisibly. My most liked level. 128 people have played it, 62 have cleared it. Less than half the people who've played this have cleared it. And it's been played over 500 times. Like, this is not that difficult to level. I promise it isn't. So invisibly, the key gimmick here is, oh, it's a hidden block level, but how do you know where the hidden blocks are? Well, if you look at the ground, wouldn't you know it? There are a bunch of hidden blocks in the ground. And then, oh, sometimes those hidden blocks are bad. Sometimes, though, they're good. It's like, okay, the Koopa, you shouldn't die to that Koopa. Like, and then this, you gotta have a magic card. And then you don't have to actually get any of the other blocks there. And so this one is to teach you, basically. Okay, so, yeah. Got all these holes in the ground. But, oh, there's a thing. So blocks that are, gaps that are too wide have 2 hidden blocks on them. It's simple. Cool. Like you've seen my performance in past levels. I'm not great at this game. It's like, this one is just because I couldn't, for various reasons, I couldn't make the hole go down there because it would mess up like the previous room's ceiling or something.
Goody!
Yep. Flag. Checkpoint. And here we just have. Oh no! And being small Luigi or small Mario in some cases actually makes this room harder. So you see here. Okay, so your eye's drawn to this. Oop, that makes you Goomba. Yeah. In fact, most of these make this. Okay, this is a double wide, but you can see there's actually a block instead of hard ground because there's a P switch. So, yeah, it's like, and if you have the power mushroom, then you don't actually have to hit the middle one. You can just, it's, how have so few people, like, I don't know. Like level. 1-up challenges. This one, 4 clears. 4 clears. I know 131 plays, 30 players, 4 people clear. I will admit, this one is trickier. This one is a fair bit trickier. So, reach the goal after picking up all 3 1-up mushrooms. Now, originally there wasn't a clear condition there. It was just like, oh, you can grab the mushrooms if you want. If not, you just go about it. It was meant to be so. Yeah. These jumps, like, it's not meant to be easy. This one is supposed to be a bit tricky. Hit. There. You don't want to push it. Now you can go back. Go back down the pipe. Move on to the next. Alright. Sort of mini boss fight with Boom Boom. The fire flower isn't, like, you don't need it. It's just like... So you get the key from him. This one, I realized it would be possible to soft lock yourself with no way of, like, dying. So there's spikes there. If you need to kill yourself, reload. Again, like, you saw me, like, mess up pretty early, like, when I played, right? Like, this isn't, I'm not, like, some mess. This one is tricky. This is probably where a lot of people died. People are just bad at clear conditions. I know I am. This is one of those levels that even I get tripped up on. I made it. So, this to show you that, like, I'm not, like, cheesing this with some knowledge. Yeah. Okay. So I can understand why few people have cleared that. This one, Byway Shell Shuffles. It's just 8 people out of 26. Like, this isn't a hard level. Like, okay. So how this level works. Basically, get this little conveyor belt over here. Again, this was one of the first levels I ever so. Let's go this way. Thing I didn't realize, those couldn't be seen. Yeah, this allows you to choose which of the power-ups you want. So, this shows you which one to use. I got the helmet, so go through the pipe. And there. Yeah. It's like... It's not easy-ish, but it's like... Okay, let me show you the other. Because that one is like Yeah, if you mess up. But I... So, should I go for the dry bones? And this is just a very mini maze. It's not that hard. It's not long. Just here. And this door probably leads to that door. You know it. That's exactly what it does. And then you got the hard path up here to the cube to here. Like, it's not that hard. Like, I
Made it.
I just don't. Okay, so last one is 1-1 humidity toggle. It's just what I really want to show off is the super world that I made. 8 worlds, 40 courses. Super surreal world. Yeah, I don't know. This is really self-indulgent. I wanted to go through this and sort of talk about what I thought about each level. This first world, I tried to give each world like a theme outside of the obvious, you know, grasslands, desert stuff. This one is very much like beginner Mario Maker, you know? Like, it's not intended to be the hardest thing in the world, it's just, you know, it's just a level. This one, very reminiscent of standard first levels, which is why I called it another first level. Get that one up pretty easily. I'm trying to whistle, but my new mic, it just does not pick it up. On the other hand, it also isn't picking up, like... I don't know why I keep saying it's the new mic. I just figured out which filter in Streamlabs, like, fixes the fucking hum. Always. This level is an underground. And it sort of fits with my first levels in Mario Maker 1 and 2, which is puzzle box levels. Just puts you in a small room, very simple puzzle to solve. You know, it's not that tricky. I've seen people say that pokies are kind of useless, and sometimes they are, but like, I think they're very useful for forming like barriers like that, where you have to like use a power-up or just, I don't know. It's this area. Yeah. I'll admit, sometimes you can tell when an area was like the first version that I came up with and just ran with it. There we go. Out of the room of shells. Ah, dang. Not gonna be able to show off the first secret. This level. Ah! I'm gonna be able to show off this though. Yeah. So this one. This one is pretty simple. It's just a notice the difference, basically. And, oh, when you look at that, it's a P-switch. Yeah. Like I said, these first levels aren't intended to be the hardest things in the world, most complex. It's just, you know. We get to the checkpoint. use checkpoints a lot. This world. I don't know. Ah, dang it. Actually, yeah. So there is a secret here, too. But you need to be at least Big Mario in order to get it. Luckily, there's one up there. You know, infinite ones. Well, not infinite. Just every time, you know. Oh. So, like bomb. So iframes. There we go. And this leads you to a buzz 1-ups and a fire flower. So you can definitely get back. And also get all the 1-ups. Yeah. Very generous early on. That will be made up for later on, I promise. Yeah. Like I said, not a hard level, but a nice opener. So, now we have the first split path. Here we have... I was not expecting... This level seems to be, like, my most popular from the Super World. Like, I'm not complaining, it's just... It's not... Yeah. Baby first cliff dive. Yeah. I mean, so what this is a Super Acorn level. This was introduced in the same patch as the Super World, so... Yeah.
Oh.
The trick is, you have to keep the power up. Otherwise, you go bye-bye. The reason I put this off the side there is mainly because it is a little trickier than the other World 1 levels. It's not the hardest thing. Once you get the hang of it, it's just like, oh, I can basically, yeah, just jump off Fuzzy Beetles here. Are these Fuzzy Beetles? Pillars.
Oh.
Like I said, I'm not great at Mario. But boy, do I like it. Just land on the Buzz Beetles, and that refreshes your slide.
Oh.
Getting close to the point.
Oh.
Yeah. Like I said, this is the first level where it's like, oh, there's some actual challenge. First level in the Super, obviously. It's... Probably use Fuzzy Beetles, like the big ones. Rise up. Yeah, if you're standing on them, they rise up. You could probably actually, yeah. Yeah. Like, the part's tricky though, but it's not like ball busting hard, you know. I don't like making levels that are too difficult. I like having them be beatable. Ah, yes. Telling you, I get the star. Damn it. Aw, double smile. So, this one is probably the least well-designed level in the Super World. To be fair, this was very much like, it was designed to be like, oh, it's baby's first water level. It's like the first water level people make. Basically just, here we go. Here's a fire flower, here's a bunch of fish in a very wide open underwater level. Yeah. And of course, if you lose the fire flower, it's not that hard to get through. It's just, no way to get them one. And so, we move on. First boss. And this one is also, like, not particularly well designed, but also it's kind of on purpose. I mean, it's called Our Weakest Castle, so... So we have very brief... Oh, that bonsai build comes later. Control you, I guess. And... I believe this is Larry. Yeah. Larry's the first boss. Kind of weak. Not much of a challenge. But, yeah. Go. Like I said, not hard. Get through the first world. On the desert. This one has a more coherent theme than just babies first. So this one is all about Mario 1 and its power-ups. Specifically, the Super Ball and the Mario Bros. 2 mushroom. This is just teaching you how to use the Super Ball, basically. The trick is, with the Super Ball, you can only have one out at a time. Nope. Well, tough nuggets. This level is now unbeaten. Yeah. Hey. This is one of the first levels in the world I made, so... The trick with this one is, you see these hard blocks buried underground? As long as you shoot those. Yeah. Not easy, but it is. You can get the red coins without killing the piranha plants, but because that's why they have the conveyor condition there. This level's a real spike in difficulty, I'm now realizing. Jesus. Alright. I think the real trick is... Yeah, there we go. Remember. I never remember the right way to get that one. But, yeah. Not hard. This one is tricky. This one, you need to look at the background. Generally. Yeah, if you shoot it here, then it will always... Yeah, never hit the bob bomb. Stay on line. And here is just... I'm not 100% sure what my thinking was here. Like I said, this was the first level I made in this world. And actually, there is a trick here. This is meant to replicate the Super Mario Land level endings, where, yeah. I think it's fun. Probably no one else does, but fuck 'em. Alright. Now we've beaten that level, we can move on to the much easier 2-2. AKA Subcon Flight Plan. I think my original idea was the first 3 levels would be like, it would be the Super Ball, then the Mario Bros. 2 Mushroom, and then the 3rd level would be like the Link power-up, the Master Sword. And then the 4th level would be this thing where it's like, oh, you have to like choose, you have to like jump between all 3 power-ups. And then the final like castle level would be like, oh, you just use one of the power-ups, you choose a path. I ended up figuring it was a bit too complicated in the end. No one up there. So I ultimately decided to just stick with the Super Ball and the Mario Bros. 2 Mushroom. And that meant that for the 3rd level, which we'll get to in a bit, we can do something a bit different. First, on a pass. Sometimes I feel like I see a lot of Super Worlds where it feels like they don't realize the one-up houses can have other mini games than just the tile matching. Yeah. I like the baseball one because it's like, it's very obvious what you need from the start. The last one's always easy. Alright, only one, but it works. Don't worry, there will be a level later where we can perfectly top up on one-ups. This 2-3 Pyramids of... Huh? This one I'm actually, like... I'm a reasonably be proud of because it's super easy. Say, Super Ball, and you can go through this Super Ball door. This is a recreation of, I believe, the 3rd level in Super Mario Bros. Or no, Super Mario Land. Including this spring that leads you up here. Huh. I believe in the original Mario Land that would lead, I don't know, lead you to above the screen or something. The Super Ball back. And this is a replication of that 1-3 boss. A bit easier, I believe. The spring is here, which leads us to this little mini area. This is actually like... This block wasn't there, but that's just like scrolling block looks are bigger and down. trick there is the key. And yeah, that's the end of the level. And so we can use the key to get up there and go at the top of the flagpole if we want. I'm actually going to start over because I want to show the other route. Because I realized 1-3 in Mario Land is like a pyramid with like things. World 2-3 in Super Mario Bros. 2 is also desert themed. Like, this is a replication of a part from level 2-3, I believe. What I'm doing now is like, you can just go through that pipe and go to the end of the level, but there's also a key hidden down there. The tricky part is this Goomba, because in the original they're Shy Guys, and they can do damage to you, but because of how the Mario Bros. 2 power-up works, if you take damage, you lose the power, so you can't grab things anymore. Close. Alright. There we go. And a Phantom key. Which I put in solely just because, like, come on, it's the Mario Bros. 2, so I have to. Grab the Phantom key. Brings you to the end of the level with the door. Yeah. I believe that is actually the first time I've beaten the level that way, with the Phantom key and all. So we could go on to the boss fight for this world, or do the trick level. 2-4. Super Ball 2 Mania. Don't ask me why it's like gameplay. This is the first one that I designed to be really hard. Well, not really hard, but like, it's tricky. It has you switching between the two power-ups pretty much constantly. I don't know why. For some reason, my controller is like sometimes lagging when I say to jump. Bomb there. I think there is actually a way you can cheese that part, but yeah, no. Basically need the power-ups. Like I said, this is the first one where I designed it purposefully to be kind of tricky. For some reason, the Super Mario Land song in this game always, it just reminds me of the Brittle Floss cover. I don't... Is Brittle Floss cancelled? I don't know. I really hope not. I really like this music, but I've not actively kept up with, like... It's always... It always feels bad when you like a creator and you watch their stuff, and then you find out, oh, well, you weren't looking, they'd been revealed as a rapist a while back. Huh. Anyways. So that is the trickier level of World 2. Go up. One up. This one is luck-based. And just pump as fast as I can. usually get one up at least. And on to the final level of the world. 2-Dash Castle. Pick your weapon. This one's also kind of easy. So, you can either choose the mushroom or the flower. Unlike the previous one, I actually think the mushroom is the easier of the two. I like it keeps playing with refurbishing the boss. Nice 2 there. I'm gonna start over, because that's one way to beat the boss. But there's another way. This one is... basically half the time super balls, because on-off blocks are on time. Like I said, this is not... This is harder than the other way. It's just slower, because you can't... Like... The problem with the flowers is, they're the best way you have to attack enemies, but it takes like 5 of them, or maybe even 10, to equal like a jump on bosses. It's just like... Music for this is... But... make it through. So that was World 2. We cleared in 29 seconds, so... Alright. Move on to World 3. World 3 is actually... I kind of stumbled into World 3's feet by accident with the first level. So water levels are typically slow and lethargic and not very fun to run through. So the water world is the speedrun world. The dry fish are not very useful above water. Below water, they're actually very useful because they're like one of the few enemies that actually homes in on you in the game. So this is what a speedrun level in water normally looks like. It's alright. Just swim. Now, we get on to the 2 bonus levels that block off the 1-up houses. Three, 2, Frog Dash. This one is... I am so glad they added the frog power. It is... Just having this option is cool. Noisy, but cool. I'm actually gonna take the semi-secret route of this level. I thought this was a nice little bonus area to go through. Perfectly timed, too. And it just puts you back out here. With enough bony fish to guarantee at least one of them. Get the one up house. Ah, luck-based one. Next, we move on to 3-3. Swim through a crash plane. It's meant to be crashed, but character limits. This one is interesting because it's not really swimming. It's the people who... This is another interesting power-up they added in the 3.0 update, I believe. So this one, you just follow the coins, and you should be able to avoid the Cheap Cheeps? Is that what their name is? Cheap Cheeps. I can't remember. The fish. You can avoid the fish. I believe it is Cheap Cheeps. Could be wrong. This one you can also beat in 50 seconds, but I figured might as well give it a little extra time because you lose the power-up, you still have to... Fun fact, the night mode for the castle levels is actually, like, it gives you underwater physics, but none of the enemies are items. It's kind of weird, but it works. It's nice and quirky. Guarantee you're gonna get the star. What'd I tell you? I'm not gonna explain the trick. You just have to guess. People probably already know the trick, but whatever. And here we have the penultimate level of this world, which is just me fucking with the player. It's like, okay, here's some really fast ways to move underwater. Now just keep hitting the B button. Try to get through. Get through a maze in 50 seconds, fuck you. I believe that pipe gives 1-ups. And obviously I have the route through this maze memorized because I made it. Not the hardest, but
Made it.
It's fun. Oh, no one is watching this. Here. Final level of World 3. This one is also an underwater boss fight. And is also in the Mario Bros. 3 style. Because it is also a speedrun. The frog power-up is very bad on land, but it's very good underwater. I just figured I'd give Wendy something a bit different for her boss fight. It can be a little tricky, especially if you lose the power-up like I did. And a nice little graphic of the fish. I like to give little, like, images after beating bosses. I don't know why. Now we move on to World 4, which sort of has a theme. Kind of. It's weird. Introduction to Snowballs. This is the very easy one-up level I was telling you about. You see, it's tricky because you have to keep moving. Or not. Yeah. You don't really need the snowball for that, but you can use it. Missed my chance. Okay, so it is possible. Did not know.
You made it.
World 4 is interesting. Like I mentioned, that level is pretty much guaranteed to give you like all the one-ups you will need. World 4 is also where you can stop playing with keycaps quite as much. Instantly run away from the spike ball. Make sure to grab this power. It's mushrooms, very useful. So now you've got a lack to throw spike balls at you. Have to keep I built this specifically so you can get the lack to. Splash. And there were a few moments there where I almost died. Almost. It's gonna get harder. Trust me, it's gonna get harder. Next, we move on to Journey Up Ice Mountain. Journey Up Ice Mountain is a very treacherous one. This one, I just figured it'd be nice to do some stuff with pokies and snowballs. Piranha blocking the door is like one of the cheaper ways of blocking progression for something, but it works. This jump is always difficult. I don't know why I made it this difficult. There. Now, we climb up on the inside. Pokies and piranha plants. Spike ball. Now, if you're on the other side of the screen, it will roll towards that big piranha plant, but you could just damage boost through. Actually, I want to show off. There's a secret shortcut in this level, and I wonder if I can actually get it. It's not. So that leads up here. First. There we go. So this isn't actually the area that the door down there leads to. This is just a little bit of illusion. It's a shortcut right to the end because I needed to put a door there and where I'd have an exit. It's just a nice little shortcut in case anyone wants to use it. Brings us to the last two levels in this world. One is a bonus. This one's bastard. Do you think, oh, this world's pretty easy? Ice Path Run. Another speedrun level. You have to keep running. There is no other choice. You have to dodge the hammer bros. Have lactic clouds. Ah, damn. Get here, the checkpoint flag. And there's another secret. This makes this next part of the level much easier. So there is a lactitude there, or no, big sledge bro. If you can manage to get that, easy peasy. Yes, this is a level where there is a dev block, technically, but I mean, you can find it. It's not that difficult. Don't even need the one-up houses, because such a pro game. I think I'll show off the Piggly Castle and then call it the day. At least for Mario Maker 2. Or my world, Mario Maker 2. So, want both these order. I realized they didn't do that much with ice blocks. This ice world. So sort of play around with that. If you don't play Ice Path Run, this is the first level with ice physics. So. If you lose the fire up, or the fire flower, you can just jump on them, but otherwise, fire flower. Snowball with me. 2. Dunk on it. Mouse music on Iggy. Yeah, Iggy's not hard. The floor is frozen coins just so that, like, if you have the fire flower power up, it can make things easier or harder. Timed that perfectly. I ordered a piano in the mail. It's supposed to have come today. But I got a mic, and I got duct tape. Don't think I've gotten anything else. Actually, I think I will show off as the last level. So the forest level, you basically pick a path. It's exemplified by 5A1 Alpha Jungle Maze. As I wanted to show this level off just for the night. So, the trick with this one is that you have to pick one of 2 paths each time. And each path has a different level of difficulty. So here, pretty easy. Again, pretty easy. Easier than the bottom path, at least. Going. This one is actually the only version where the bottom paths are easy. So here we only got 1 rocky ridge. But, as you can probably see from there, you don't get any rewards, which means you can't get the 1-up. So actually, exit the course, we enter it. Yes, I could have just hit start over, but I misclicked. Let's take all the harder paths. Here, I actually have to use the spin jump.
Oh.
A little bit harder. Oh. God, I hope this works. Like I said, this is harder than the top half, but get a mushroom. Ba-bam.
Oh.
Man. I forget. I know. I forget if spin jumping is good with the new Super Mario Bros. Styles. I will definitely have to check that out.
Oh.
Spin jump is very useful. It's kind of why I don't make too many levels in the Mario Bros. 3 style. Get a fire flower. So that is the first level of World 5. But what is beyond World 5?
You made it.
That, I believe, your imagination, or your ability to find me on this stupid game, because Nintendo's discovery policy for things is not great.